YouTube, I am here with another tag video. This one is called the Furry Friend tag, and it is all about your pet. And I'm trying to get my little girl, my pet, to come in to do the video with me, but she's being a stubborn, I think she's kind of annoyed with me sometimes. Let's try. Bailey! Bailey, hi! Hi, sweet girl! Oh, look at you, you big dog! Look at you! Oh, hello, do you like having your belly rubbed? She likes to lie under things. Half of her head is under this cushion. Bailey girl! Bailey, come here! No, she won't have it. Anyway, that's my dog Bailey. So I am doing the Furry Friends tag about her. So the first question is, what is your pet's name? Her name is Bailey. As you just heard me calling her. And there's no question of how you got that name, so I'm just gonna tell you. My parents actually named her, because it's kind of like a family dog. My parents named her, and they named her Bailey because she's the same color as Bailey's Irish Cream. I'm not even exaggerating or kidding or making any part of that up. And if there's another reason, then they lied to me, and I don't know why you would tell someone you named the dog because it's the same color as booze that you like, and then lie about it. That doesn't make any sense to me. So yeah, her name's Bailey, and it's because she's the same color as Bailey's Irish Cream. The second question, what kind of pet is it and what breed? She's a dog, obviously. She is part Border Collie. Her mom was Border Collie, and her dad was a Sheltie. She does not look like either. I don't really know how she became the color that she is, how the two parents mixing produced her, but that's what happened. Third question, how long have you had your pet? We've had her for just over 13 years. We got her January of 1999. And it is now May of 2012. So we've had her just over 13 years. And we got her when she was 8 weeks old, just a little puppy. So we've had her pretty much her whole life. Fourth question, how did you get your pet? Okay, I tell this story in way more detail and much better in my Throughout the Years grade 3 video, which will be coming up eventually. So I'm not gonna tell the whole story, but basically we went on a family trip to Quebec and we got her at a grocery store. Basically, that's what happened. Once my Throughout the Years grade 3 video comes out, you'll get the more advanced story, but that's basically what happened. Number 5, how old is your pet? She is 13, almost 13 and a half. She'll be 13 and a half June 1st, actually. So she's an old girl, and she's little though, so I feel like she's gonna be around for a while, but she's getting up there in years. She's getting kind of deaf too. Sometimes it's worse than others, but it is noticeable. Number 6, what are some quirky things about your pet's personality? This is actually a really hard question. I don't really, we've had her for 13 years, so she's changed so much in that time. I would say like, more when she was younger, she was really aggressive. Like she would growl at any other dog, except for our other dogs, because they were like her sisters. But like we'd take her for a walk, and there'd be like big, like German Shepherd, like huge dogs, and she would growl at them. We're like, Bailey, they could eat you as a snack. Like Bailey's a small dog, so she was really aggressive. Now she's just kind of like, I don't care, because she's getting old and she really just doesn't care anymore, I think. Yeah, she used to be really aggressive, and she's so cute. And she's like weirdly attached to my mom. I think it's because they like had super bonding time when we first got her, because we went on vacation to Quebec and then we had to bring her back because we don't live in Quebec, and it was like a 6-hour car ride, and she sat on my mom's lap the whole way, and I think they like power bonded, and now they've just been like super close ever since. So she's like, yeah, she used to be really aggressive, now she's just kind of deaf, and she's like super ridiculously close with my mom. Number 7, what does your relationship with your pet mean to you? Okay, this is probably gonna sound really stupid, but I am an only child. I don't have any brothers or sisters, and like 98% of the time I love being an only child. Like I don't really have any problem with it. I've never really had any problem with it. But then there's like that 2% of the time where I'm just like, I wish I had siblings. So growing up, my dogs, I used to pretend that my dogs were my sisters, And like, I know anyone out there who has siblings, which is like everyone, is just gonna be like, Shauna, a dog is not the same thing as having a sibling. And I know that, but it was like the closest thing I could have. Like, it was so much, at least I didn't have like my dolls. I'm like, my teddy bear is my like brother. Like, at least I used living creatures as my siblings. And then we had 2 other dogs, Oreo and Sundance. We got both of them when I was 3, and both of them passed away 4 years ago in 2008. And like, okay, I have memories from before we had Oreo and Sundance, but I can't, like, in my mind, I can't conceptualize a time in my life when we didn't have Oreo and Sundance because we got them when I was so young. So like, my whole life was basically Oreo and Sundance. And then we got Bailey when I was 9, but when Oreo and Sundance, they both passed away 4 years ago, it was just kind of like, it was like Bailey was the only one left, so she became really special to me. And because technically she's like a family dog, but she stays here with my mom. She doesn't travel with me because my life is just, it's not feasible for her to come to school with me and go to camp with me and whatever. So I get to see her so rarely, like a couple weeks at Christmas, a couple weeks in May. I'll be home for like 2 days of Labor Day weekend, and that's pretty much it. And so, and then like in a weird way, sometimes I almost miss her more than I miss my mom because I get to talk to my mom. I get to see Bailey so rarely that it's like, when I do get to see her, it's really special for us because I love her a lot. Number 8, what are some of your favorite pastimes with your pet? We used to play fetch a lot. But again, she's getting kind of old, and if I try to throw a ball, she's kind of like looks at me, she's like, you're kidding, right? She used to be so cute about like when we would throw sticks. Like, there's a park across the street from my house, so that's usually where we take her to walk her, because then we can let her off the leash and she can run around. Because for the most part, there aren't really other people or dogs over there, and everyone in this neighborhood knows her. But we would throw sticks for her, and she would catch them and bring them back to us. And like, I remember times if someone had left like an empty coffee mug, like just thrown it on the ground, if it was like flat, she would just like pick it up in her mouth and bring it home. Just, oh, she was really cute. So we used to like playing fetch and like throwing a stick and stuff. But now, because she's a little bit older, I think she's a little bit over that. So now if she's lying on the floor, I just like lie, or even out in the backyard, I'll just like lie on my stomach beside her and just like snuggle with her. And the last question, what are nicknames that you call your pet? Oh my goodness, I don't think I ever call her Bailey. I call her every other nickname in the world. Bailey, Miss Bailey, Bales. I've started calling her Boo and Boo Boo, which I've never done before. I've started doing that in the last couple weeks. I used to call her Dog Face a lot, which is like, you know how, okay, I've never actually called a person this, but you know how sometimes in like books and movies and stuff, or like, maybe just like friends joke that that's like a mean nickname to call someone if they're like ugly. They're like, oh, you're a dog face. I've never ever called anyone that, but like I've heard it, and like, anyway. So like a couple years ago, I started calling her Dog Face, and the first time I did it, my mom was like, what did you just call her? And I was like, she's a dog and she has a face. She's a dog face. And I was like, I'm not calling her ugly. It's just a funny nickname. So now I'll call her Dog Face, or I'll give her full name, which is Bailey Dogface Delaney. I call her like Princess Pie. Today I called her Princess Peach, which is weird. I've never done that before. I just say whatever comes out of my mouth when I'm talking to her, and she'll respond. I put on like my dog voice. I use baby talk when I talk to dogs, and people get really annoyed, but I do it anyway. So I kind of put on like that voice, and she just kind of goes with it. So that is the last question in this Furry Friends tag. If you have a pet that you want to do, any kind of pet, it doesn't have to be a dog, maybe dog, cat, hamster, guinea pig, fish, anything you want. If you want to do this tag, leave a video response. I'll leave the questions down in the description, so you can leave a video response to this video with your answers. Or if you don't make videos, you don't want to make a video, just leave your answers to the questions down in the comments of you and one of your pets, or all of your pets if you have more than one. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.